Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell. Stay alert when we release new videos. All right guys, today my brother John's here with me. We're gonna be coming out here. We've got some cleaning up and some work to do at the barn. We're gonna try to work on getting some of those vines down finally. I do want to cut that, I don't know if it was an old horseshoe bin or accessory locker or whatever that is right there in front by the door. We want to cut that out and move that. We're going to repurpose that to like a garden shed or possibly a layer boxes for the chicken coop. Not sure yet, but we just know we need to move that. The base of a lot of those vines are actually behind that, so it'll get it out of the way so we can get to those a little easier. I also want to cut some of them branches that have been long past due that are up on this side of the barn. We'll get those cut down out of the way, maybe brush off the top of the roof, get a couple of the things knocked out here. I think I've got this brush pile we got to get out of the way, some manure we got to get stacked up, piled somewhere else on the property, and I think I do have a little gravity feeder for the chicken for hobbles up here at the barn that Jerry picked up at the store, so we might throw that up here in a little while as well. So we got to go get the ladder and get it put up and we'll get started. Let's go get this ladder. I think John headed down the path here a second ago. Where'd he go, Roger? You go this way? Look at the bridge. Grass is nice and lush. What are you guys doing? You being nosy down here? You being nosy down here? Is it just that rope? Yeah. That was the only thing holding it up there, right?
Yeah, I think so.
This is supposed to be a treehouse build for the kids. It just never got completed. It got started right before all the lumber prices skyrocketed, and I never got back to it. We need to come back and revisit this sometime to finish it up for them. There you go. I can't remember. That one had a... You good? You want me to grab the back? I can't remember how heavy it was.
Yeah, it just...
It's literally been sitting here for like almost a year now, or maybe over a year. All right, the next thing we need to do is a bit of a crappy job. We have a wagon. I should probably go get the wagon. And a lot of felting. Nasty. All right, John did a pretty good job getting this one side pretty cleared up. got up there. The ladder's a little wobbly on him, but you can see he's coming down now, but looks really good. Cleaning up, we just gotta move over and continue to work that way. Slow and steady, and as all the vines fall down, they're just gonna create a pile down here that we'll end up cleaning up at the end of the day here. The goal is to get all these off so we can eventually get out here and pressure wash the barn and get it all cleaned, and then we could probably get it repainted and trimmed out a little bit, but it needs a little TLC, and it's just kind of been low on the priority list. Today's a good day, and John volunteered to come out here and wanted to work on this, so hey, I'll take it anytime. I'm gonna probably go up here on the roof though. I've got the Ryobi pole saw right here, and I wanna go up there and try to get some of those limbs cut off. That way I can get those cut out of the way, and I might go grab a broom and broom some of those pine straw or pine needles, depending on where you live. Get those off the roof as well. And John's gonna continue working on the front up here. How's it going, John?
It's going slow and steady.
Slow and steady.
The hard ones are in the cracks here. They keep, I mean,
your arms getting tired yet?
What's that?
Are your arms getting tired?
No, they're getting sweaty.
Yeah. Like I said, the sun is just starting to peep out a little bit here. The clouds have been doing a good job keeping us covered and not sweating as bad as we would be if the sun was out. But I'm gonna actually climb up. I'm gonna use the pig's trailer there. I'm just gonna climb up that and see if I can't just climb up myself and get up on top of the roof here. Okay, let's see if I can't get up.
There's
here.
a lot of ants at the top.
A lot of ants?
Yeah, I got covered on my arms at the very, very top.
Man, all right. Let's see if these boards will hold me. So far, so good. I know the top one's loose. But all right, jeez. I'm gonna walk a little softly up here because I know there's been some water damage underneath prior to us moving in that I'm not sure about weak spots up here. I've never officially walked up here myself. You know what I should have checked? Okay, thankfully it's working. Watch out below. Watch out, pigs. Watch out below. Oh man, watch out.
Yeah.
Woo! I don't have that little tool, but oh boy. What's the weight limit on this ladder?
It's exceeded.
Oh. I think everything's unattached. All right guys, so here's where we're at so far. We've pretty much got most of those vines down off of the barn at the top. The last bit of vines that we have left are right behind this little building here, and we're gonna cut that out. There's only 4 legs on it. It looks like all 2x4 legs. I'll cut that down near the ground, use the pallet forks underneath there to try to balance it out with the help of John. We'll move it out of the way, rather set it in the barn here or somewhere else. Haven't officially decided where yet. Once we get that out, we'll get the rest of these vines down. Once those are cut out, then it's just a matter of cleaning up. We need to clean up all the brush down here, and I need to get back up on the roof. We need to sweep all that off and get it clean. I think I'm gonna get the backpack blower so I can just get up there and blow it off. Less labor intensive on that front. And then, yeah, the barn's looking really good. It'll be ready to start pressure washing and get it cleaned up. I think though, before we get started on finishing up the rest of these, John and I are gonna head back to the house. We're gonna grab some more fluids, eat lunch, and regroup, and then we'll come back out this afternoon and try to knock the rest out. Lunch break is over and we're back out here. Brought the tractor up this time. We want to actually get this bin out of the way. This shed, storage locker, I don't know what you consider this, horseshoe box. It looks like underneath there's only 2x4 legs. So I'm gonna take the Sawzall and cut both sides off. And I have the tractor here because the pallet forks are gonna be underneath there to try to hold it upright, and then we gotta move it out of the way so it doesn't fall on the spigot right there. We don't want to break the spigot. I'll have John stand on that side probably just to make sure it doesn't fall into that. We'll probably pull it out and guide it over here. I may end up just moving these cages out of the way so we can just set it in here for the time being. We may repurpose it for a layer box somewhere for some egg-laying chickens. But for now, I think we're just going to get the forks lifted nice and secure underneath there and then cut the legs loose with the Sawzall and move that out of the way. All right, let's get these forks up. There, just pulling, holding the pressure on that. All right, is that what was there?
Yeah, I couldn't find the other one.
All right, we'll use the jigsaw here, just something to cut. It's only small 2x4s. Let me start with this back one. Nice. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna try to pick the tractor up, or the forks up a little bit, and slowly guide this out, spin it out. John, you can walk with it. I know looking underneath, the forks are stuck on one of the real big vines underneath it, so let me see what's gonna work here. We may have to shimmy it out or stuff, but I'm gonna try to lift it with the tractor. All right, we're gonna try to lift this and guide it out of the way if we can.
It's coming this way.
Let's try to shimmy it on.
It's the vines. Okay, yeah, that.
Yeah. Big, thick, they've been there for years. All right. I'm gonna take this, we're gonna put it over by the garden in the compost area because we may end up using it for a little garden shed to store all the tools for the garden. So I'm just gonna get it there for now and we'll figure it out later. All right, guys, we got the old horseshoe box or whatever it was up there, the little shed that's attached by the front door of the barn. We've got that brought down here by the garden. I think we're gonna repurpose it as the garden shed so that Jerry can put all of her garden tools and whatnot in there. It's just kind of laying here off of the path right now. We'll have to come down here at a later time and find a permanent spot for it and actually anchor it down and get it set in place. But for now, we just needed to get it away from the barn so we can clean the rest of that area up and finish cleaning. So let's go ahead and head back up to the barn and finish getting everything cleaned up. So Jerry picked up this gravity feeder for the chicken that's up here at the barn, the injured chicken. I call her Hobbles. So this is Hobbles feeder. It's just gonna sit on the ground. It just needs to be mounted to something. And then you can take the lid off the top, pour the feed in, and that way the chicken can get in here, eat the feed without the goats and cows eating all of her feed up. So I don't really know where to put it permanently, but for now, I'm just gonna tuck it in the corner of the fence over here. All I'm gonna go do, set it in the corner, take this bungee, wrap it around the fence, and just to hold it in place. And we'll put feed in it at a later time. It's kind of getting later in the day now. I'm not worried about doing that. I'm sure Jerry will be back up to fill that up. But I figured before we leave the barn for the day, we'll go ahead and set this up. I guess I can put it over on this post. What is that? All right, guys, and just like that, we've got the barn cleaned up. You can see we got all the vines down. We've got the box taken away from the front door there. That's the new garden box over by the garden. We got up on that roof and we cut out all them branches and got them out. We cleaned up all the brush and put it away, and then we went up there and used the backpack blower to blow the roof off, which had a thick layer of debris. It's all cleaned up now. Now we're ready to pressure wash it all down and paint it here at a later time, but feels good to get it all cleaned up. All right, guys, we got it all completed. The barn's looking really good. We made a lot of progress today. Huge thanks to John for coming over today and doing all the work on the barn, and also huge kudos to him. He's our executive executive editor, I should say, for the channel. He does the editing for our videos, so much appreciation for him. And yeah, look at that, looking really good. Well, I appreciate everyone following to the end of today's video. And again, I appreciate you guys following along and sharing our videos. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe. Share our videos with your friends and family. Help us grow our channel out here at Ferko Family Farm. All right, guys. Well, until next time, we'll see you later.